someone who obviously has a value in fathers, because her title of her speech is My Three Fathers. Number speaker number 3, Judy Van Arsdale. Judy Van Arsdale, My Three Fathers. Judy?
Everyone has a father. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Although I never met my father, I was lucky to have had one father and 2 dads. They all made tremendous impact on my life. Although I never met my dad, my father, my first father, he gave me curly hair that I grew to love and appreciate. But most importantly, he gave me a good start in life with healthy genes, a good mind, and healthy body. When I was about 3 years old, I began to wonder, where in the world is my father? With a picture of my father in my hand, I set out looking for him one day. I walked up and down the street, looking up at all the tall men that came my way and compared them with the picture in my hand. After a few hours, got hungry and thirsty, I decided I will complete my mission another day. The minute after I walked in, my jaw dropped. I looked in my hands. Where is the picture of my one and only father? And I realized I must have lost it on the way home or on the way walking there. I backtracked, searching for that picture of my father, and I never found it. Although I never found my father, nor the one and only picture I had of him, a few months later, I got a dad when my mom married. Now, he spoke perfect Mandarin because he came from mainland China. I learned to speak perfect Mandarin from him. My mother was a Taiwanese, a native Taiwanese. So I became bilingual after he came into my life. And probably because of him, I excelled in schoolwork because they were all taught in Mandarin. And once or twice a year, he would take the whole family to go see movies. Those were special days that we look forward to. Now, one special fact about my father is about my dad, my Chinese dad, was that he went to the temple with my mom, but he also prayed with rosary in his hands because he told me he didn't want to miss any way of getting to heaven. When I was 12 years old, a second dad, I call him my American dad, came into my life when I was adopted by missionary family. He gave me a new lease on life when he performed appendectomy on me. After a long day at work, performing operations and seeing patients, and after dinner, it was a special time when he would teach me English and read me stories of those brave American Indians, such as Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, Bigfoot, as well as Booker T. Washington. I grew up admiring those characters, wanting to be like them. Now, my American dad was definitely not an authoritarian, although he spoke with authority because he was well educated. Nonviolence wasn't just the words. It was his way of being. One of his quotes that remain with me to this day is, "Here lies Johnny J, who died defending his right-of-way." I remember that every time I got behind the wheels, driving up and down those crazy California freeways. And that's probably one of the reasons I stayed alive. I never tried to defend my right-of-way because of what my dad taught me. After coming back to America with my new family, my dad and I went hiking one day in the woods of Michigan. And he told me, "Now, Judy, this is cow country. Watch your steps." And guess what? Of course, I stepped into a cow pie. Now, although my dad came into my life late in life, he was the one who taught me English. When I was adopted, the only words I could say were hello and goodbye. But he patiently taught me how to pronounce those vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, as well as those difficult words and resonance that I had to practice with him several times. He would open his mouth and tell me how to compose all the difficult phrases correctly, as well as with right emphasis on certain words. Now, although my one father and two dads are gone, they are in my heart forever. And I thank you to all my dads and father for being there. Back to you, Toastmaster.